Knife in my back, smell cheap cologne. Heard a quiet laugh, shared one plate. They licked it clean, left me for dead, like it changed a thing. Talk is cheap, they spend it fast. I save my scars, stack them like cash. Concrete pillow, winter in my chest. I learned to pray by holding my breath. Call victory, I don't need your applause. You wrote me off, now you study my flaws. Call victory, ice in every vein. I bled alone so I don't fear pain. Cold victory, smile like a scar. You bury me deep. I grew in the dark. Names on my list, crossed out slow. Friends turned ghosts when the bank got low. Love flipped quick when the mask came off. They drank my hope, left me with the cost. So I bit my tongue till it tasted steel. Hard truth cutting through what I feel. You called it luck, I called it grind. You lost your soul, I found mine. Call victory, I don't need your applause. You wrote me off, now you study my flaws. Cold victory, ice in every vein. I bled alone so I don't feel pain. Cold victory, smile like a scar. You buried me deep. I grew in the dark. Funny how they circle when the smoke is clear. Same solve all voices that fed my fear. I raised my glass but I drink alone to every slam door that built this throne. Cold victory, I don't need your applause. You wrote me off, now you study my flaws. Cold victory, ice in every vein. I bled alone so I don't feel shame. Cold victory, smile like a scar. You doubted my name, now it's carved in the tar. I grew in the dark. Welcome to the story of a lone wolf in his journey to the top. The road was rocky, ain't no questions about his power. Hey! I'm the lone wolf. Hey! I'm the lone wolf who walks alone. Been to the bottom, now sit on my throne. On a cold night, I ran through the snow. Hungry for life, now I'm eating your soul. The road was rocky, ain't no questions about my power. The climb was steep, so I don't ever talk about it. But you can hear me loud and clear. The silence of the lone wolf you should fear. I'm the lone wolf. Hey! So the lone wolf you should fear. The lone. Hey! Hey! Launch on the curb, change in the cup, hands in my pockets and got bottled up. They laughed at my plans, called it street noise. I studied every sky, turned it into poise. But knives in my back, and my name on the blade. Shook the rust off my spine, walked out on the grave. They bet on me failing, counted me out early. I learned how to move, cook your way, walking steady. I came from the bottom, cold floor, cold views. You lied to my face, I carved out my own truth. You prayed I would break, now you're choking on that view. I don't need your mercy, I'm the storm that made it through. Smiled in my face, eyes on my plate. Whispered through the wolf, let him, my name is Babe. You fight, I drop right, take, stay gone. I tread a dead dark till my legs grew strong. Now you see my shadow stretch across your plans. Hear my footsteps where your doubts still stand. If you wanted me begging, I came back refined. Ice in my chest, steel in my spine. I came from the bottom, cold floor, cold groove. You lied to my face, I carved out my own truth. You prayed I would break, now you're talking on that view. I don't need your mercy, I'm the storm that made it flow. Toast to betrayal, raised with a steady hand. Thank you for the fire that burned me into a man. Oh, you wrote my obituary, signed it like a king. I framed it on the wall as a crown I wear to win. I came from the bottom, cold floor, cold proof. You lied to my face, I carved out my own truth. You prayed I would break, now you're talking on that view. I don't need your mercy, I'm the storm that made it through. Last one at the window, office towers, amber eyes. One hand in the pocket of the swirling fire on ice. Name on a folder, names on a list. Every glowing window doesn't know he exists. City hum is a graveyard hymn. Black coat, collar to the chin, breath far, figures in his mind. He draws a kingdom line by line. Lone wolf in London, watching his sleep, holding his whiskey, counting the sheep. Empire in the quiet, brick after thought, building thrones in the dark with the silence as his plot. Yeah. Empire in the quiet, no one can see. Every quiet promise carved in a steam. Lone wolf in London, glass to his lip, letting whole world slip. Rain taps out a war plan on a cracked old window pane. Street lamps blur like targets
map inside his brain. He mouths old failures like a prayer gone wrong, then toast to the future under his tongue. Every shadow's just a staircase down. Every secret's just unclaimed ground. No drum, no shout, no marching line, just a ticking wristwatch keeping time. Lone wolf in London, watching his sleep, holding his whiskey, counting the sheep. Empire in the quiet, brick after thought, building thrones in the dark with the silence as his plot. Yeah, empire in the quiet, no one can see. Every quiet promise carved in the steel. Lone wolf in London, glass to his lip, letting whole world slip. He says let them dream, I'll move in the spaces between. He drinks to the ghost of the man he used to be. Eyes on the river where the city's secrets flow. He smiles at the distance, he still has to go. Oh, lone wolf in London, watching his sleep, holding his whiskey, counting the sheep. Empire in the quiet, brick after thought, building thrones in the dark with the silence as his plot. Empire in the quiet, crown in his head, reigning over futures nobody's read. Lone wolf in London, finishing a sip as the first lights flip. Empty corner, leather chair, cracked arm street glow leaking through the blinds. Maps and margins, red ink on the Thames. Every bridge a thin black line. Ice in the glass, small storms in his hand. Breath fogs the window frame. A city sleeping, teeth of stone and glass. He mouths each district's name. Lone wolf over London, watching from the quiet edge. Glass raised like a vow in the half-light. Every shadow feels like a pledge. He's carving out an empire, street by street inside his mind. Lone wolf over London, in the dark he draws the line. Locked hands crawling, cheap room, thick air, coat draped over cold steel. Names on paper, folded like regrets. Power has a certain feel. He kills a lamb, lets the silence talk. Sirens fade to distant thread. tomorrow crowded with his mark, flags where his footsteps spread, lone wolf over London, watching from the quiet edge, glass raised like a vow in the half-light, every shadow feels like a pledge. Carving out an empire, street by street inside his mind, lone wolf over London. In the dark he draws the line. No crown, no choir, just a ticking in his chest. City to possess, lone wolf over London, watching from the quiet edge, glass train like a deal in a half-light, every corner hedged it in hedge. He's carrying an empire, silent, ruthless, by design, lone wolf over London. When he moves, the streets align. Cut glass, cut knuckles, cut deals in my head again. Smoke hangs over river stones where the bridges never end. Old coat on a cracked leather throne in a rented room, city hum. Then nothing, just my pulse and the echo of a bruise. I'm a lone wolf in London, with a city on the table. Every street is a vein, every dream unstable. Sip fire from the glass while the night holds its breath. I'm plotting out an empire in the dark with what's left. A map spread on a scarred oak desk, ink dots where the kings once fell, names crossed in a hurried red line. I remember every story they tell. Clock hand, limbs past 2. No one calls at this strange hour. Quiet makes a cathedral of gloom, where a whisper turns into power. I'm a lone wolf in London, with a city on a table. Every street is a vein, every dream unstable. Sip fire from the glass while the night holds its breath. I'm plotting out an empire in the dark with what's left. No fanfare, just frost on the sill and a shadow that's learning to stand. I don't need their crown or their mercy, just a plan, just a steady hand, yeah. I'm a lone wolf in London, with a city on the table. Every street is a vein, every dream unstable. Sip fire from the glass while the night holds its breath. I'm plotting out an empire in the dark with what's left.
Said I'd break, said I'd crawl back empty. Circle on my name like a lost cause gently. You wrote my ending in ink that never dried. I turned the page, instead I stayed alive. Every scar you hoped I'd earn burns like proof, now watch it burn. All your doubt became my drive, I made it out, I arrived. Still standing in the fire, breathing in the smoke, I rise higher. You prayed I fall apart, I got stronger. Every word you threw just made me last longer. You wanted me to crash, disappear, give up. Look at me now, look at me now. You wanted me to fail, I didn't. You laughed at my fear, called my dreams too heavy. Said the way would win, said my hands weren't steady. You measure my worth by the cracks in my voice, but I found a new note, I found my choice. Every time you turned away, lit a torch to light my way. Every door you tried to close opened up a different road. Still standing in the fire, breathing in the smoke, I rise higher. You prayed I fall apart, I got stronger. Every word you threw just made me last longer. You wanted me to crash, disappear, give up. Look at me now, look at me now. You wanted me to fail, I didn't. This is for the nights I shook, for the hands that held my breath, for the mirror that looked back and said there's more than this left. You can keep your easy doubts, I'll keep every hard-earned scar. You tried to write my limit, I rewrote it in the stars. Oh, still standing in the fire, breathing in the smoke, I rise higher. You prayed I fall apart, I got stronger. Every word you threw just made me last longer. You wanted me to crash, disappear, give up. Look at me now, look at me now. You wanted me to fail, I didn't. Breathe in the cold air, teeth in the hunger, bones in the snow. They said I'd go under. Echoes in old halls, calling me failure. I learned to walk walls, shadow irregular. I hate what the dark gave
Dust in my bloodstream, face in a rock grave. Still I kept one dream, no quiet, no kind hand, only my own name carved in a frost brand, burning through black shame. I was a lone wolf, howling in my own head, quiet as stone, climbing from the deep end, hands full of scars, heart made of dawn. I came from the bottom, buried in the mud, sharpened in the snow. Now I sit in silence, silence on the throne. Steps through the warfield, ash on my shoulders, every lost hope sealed inside these boulders. Eyes like a Death Star, watching from distance, every new black scar, proof of persistence. They spoke in loud, crowds talk like they own it. Through cold clouds, never once showed it. Storms try to drown me, rain try to own me. I let the world doubt me, till it knelt below me. I was alone, wolf, howling in my own head, quiet as stone, climbing from the deep end, hands full of scars, heart made of dawn. From the bottom, buried in the mud, sharpened in the snow. Now I sit in silence, silence on the throne. No drum in my chest now, just a steady burn. Every loss, every letdown, pay for this return, yeah. Look at these cold steps cutting too hard, bone, every bruise, every breath build me my own crown. I was a lone wolf, howling in my own head, quiet as stone, climbing from the deep end, hands full of scars, heart made of dawn. I came from the bottom, buried in the mud, sharpened in the snow. Now I rule in silence, silence on the throne.
Started at the curb, pockets held their breath, hand-me-down shirts smell like rust and stress. Left in my plane, called it broke boy dreams. I ate what I could, they fed off my screen. I kept names in a notebook, list of little cuts, every slick handshake, every twisted trust. Now to move quiet, eyes on every door. Never beg mercy, just open the war. Call victory, toast in the empty place, rain on the window. I saw my past, they played I fall, died in obscurity. not on his fame. I just outlast and erase your name. Cold victory.
Blood on my tongue, every step a memory of how deep I'd sunk. Tracks in a ravine, fading into black. They buried me in winter, I clawed my way back. I was a ghost at the bottom, cold bones on the stone. Now hear the silence of the lone wolf taking the throne. I wear the scars like a mantle, old pain turned to gold. From frozen hunger to the high sea, I will not fold. They spoke in thunder, swords against the sky, while I learned every shadow where the weak ones die. Found the mountain, names carved in ash. I walked through every cinder, never once looked back. I was a ghost at the bottom, cold bones under stone. Now hear the silence of a lone wolf taking the throne. I wear the skies like a mantle, old pain turned to gold. From frozen hunger to the high sea, I will not fold. No war cry, just breathing the air, just to stare across the kingdom, saying I'm already there. No mercy, no turning around. I was buried in the quiet, now I rule without a sound. I was a ghost at the bottom, cold bones under stone. Now hear the silence of the lone wolf taking the throne. I wear the scars like a mantle, old pain turned to gold. From frozen hunger to the high sea, I will not fold. I was broke, I was bitter, hand numb in the wind at the station. They laughed at my name on the screenshot, turned my hunger into pure fixation. You were warm at the bar with your small talk, I was out here alone in the sleep. You were busy trying to win on a group chat, I was busy trying to stand on my feet. Cold breath, gray sky, no blanket, just a deadline card in my brain. You were praying that I fold from the pressure, I was training in the cold London rain. Leave 'em out there in receipts of the shade that you all through. Every joke, every sly little line. Now you circle like you prayed that I call you. You're a ghost from a part of my life. You were comfy in your cheap little comfort. I was starving for a taste of the grave. Now I'm sharper than a glass on the pavement. You're a puddle getting kicked by the waves. I don't know you are not or a mention. You're a chapter I've ripped from the page. Every scar that you held me to carry till my heartbeat into something that rages. Leave 'em out there in the cold London rain. They can talk all they want, they can drown in their blame. I was built in the storm, I was forged in the pain. Now I'm walking through the fire, that's stuck in the rain. Leave 'em out there in the cold London rain. Every doubt, every laugh, every shot of my name. I was dead to the world, now I'm back in the game. I'm the flame that they feared, that is smoke in the rain. Chances to run with the vision. You chose comfort, I chose prison. 4 walls, one dream, one mission. Now you're outside, face pressed on the window, wishing. Leave 'em out there in the cold London rain. They can talk all they want, they can drown in their blame. I was built in the storm, I was forged in the pain. Now I'm walking through the fire, that's stuck in the rain. Leave 'em out there in the cold London rain. Every doubt, every laugh, every shot of my name. I was dead to the world, now I'm back in the game. I'm the flame that they feared, that is smoke in the rain. In the rain. Started with a matchbox artist, back room wonderland. Thin smoke ledger in a lunch bars, folded names and call, no jars. Coffee ring on a forged ID, cheek soup, steel in the sink. Handshakes over chip for Michael, promises tucked in between. They did the rig on my roadway, kept the scissors on the line. Kept my name out every rumor, still my face stayed off the sign. I listen more than I answer, let the big mouths toast my hand, while I memorized their tales and broke bread with every friend. Built an empire in the dark while they waited for my fall. Counted every god they whispered, turned their laughter into walls. They watched the door, missed the staircase, running, crying through the hall. I was signing these in silence while they wait for my fall. Cash moved in brown paper rhythm, 3 knocks all wet in the gram. Cutting deal over Dennet locker, chalk dust and violin. Just like this wide roll coda, clerk light, the secret's warm. I just like the light switch hidden under plaster, under stone. Every headline missed the center, every whisper fed the flame. Lit I done each time I stumbled, I just fired it under game. Kept the key behind the drywall.
let them circle, let them toast the final last. Every dagger name and mercy, every Roma dressed as fact. I lay low and smoke weed stairwells, counting seconds in the rain. By the time they called me finished, I was signing off their name. Hear them power in the dark while they waited for my fall. Every stone they try to throw me now is mortar in the wall. They watch the clock, miss the calendar, years ahead I'd make the call. I was never in their spotlight, I was busy owning it all.
You said I'd crack, told me I was too much, too late. I wore your doubts like armor on my shoulder blades. Every cut, tattoo in the back of my brain. You turned your back, I turned all that into flame. Say it to my face now, look me in the eyes. Every little word you threw built the spine I used to rise. You tried to write my end and cross me out in red. Now you're choking on the sentence, wish you never said it. Say it to my face. Say it to my face now. You call me weak, funny how I'm still right here, breathing deep while you're disappearing in the rearview mirror. I kept receipts every time you swore I'd break. Now your doubt is the fuel that I burn on my way. Say it to my face now, look me in the eyes. Every little word you threw built the spine I used to rise. You tried to write my end and cross me out in red. Now you're choking on the sentence, wish you never said. Say it to my face. Say it to my face now. I bled, I bent, I broke, but I stayed. You spoke, I soaked it up. I was made from every you can, every you won't. Tell me again, or better yet, don't. Say it to my face now, look me in the eyes. Every little word you threw built the spine I used to rise. You tried to write my end and cross me out in red. Now you're choking on the sentence, wish you never said. Yeah. Now you're choking on the sentence, wish you never said. Cold wind, empty den, teeth mark stories on my skin. Snow fell over every scar. I learned to breathe inside the dark. Know how when the pack let go, I bit my tongue and watched it snow. I drank from a frozen stream. Quiet hunger, sharper than a scream. I was a silence at the bottom, facing the dirt, heart made of stone, climbed
everything, didn't ask why. I walked where the ground gave way, made a home in the empty days. They called me gone, they called me ghost. I kept count of every loss the most. No roar when I reached the gate, just steady breath and a patient gait. I was the silence at the bottom, facing the dirt, heart made of stone, climb every shadow, step by step. Now I sit heavy on this throne. No crown could carry what I carried, no gold could weigh what I've outgrown. I was the silence at the bottom, now I'm the quiet on the throne. I answered every doubt by staying. I buried every fear by staying. Not a word when the old kings fell, only footsteps rising through their hell. I was the silence at the bottom, facing the dirt, heart made of stone, climbed every shadow, step by step. Now I sit heavy on this throne. No crown could carry what I carried, no gold could weigh what I've outgrown. I was the silence at the bottom, now I'm the quiet on the throne. Yeah. You wrote me off in pencil, thought the rain would blow my name, counted all my cracks and bruises, like you own my shame. You were waiting on the wreckage, kept receipts of every doubt, sat front row for my collapse, and the lights went out. You wanted me to fail, but I don't break, I bend, I turned every you can to watch me in the end. You wished that I would fall, I learned to love the climb. You gave me every reason and I turned them into mine. You wanted me to fail, look who's standing this time. You laughed at every misstep, heard my stutter, called it weak, but I fed on every echo till your forecast sounded cheap. Every scar became a sentence, every tear rewrote the page. Now you're quiet in the corner while I walk across the stage. Yeah, you wanted me to fail, but I don't break, I bend, I turned every you can to watch me in the end. You wished that I would fall, I learned to love the climb. You gave me every reason and I turned them into mine. You wanted me to fail, look who's standing this time. Here's to every whisper, never, every side eye, every smirk. You were building up a prison, I was building up the work. Now your words taste bitter on a tongue that spoke me small. Funny how my quiet healing turn your hating into hope. You wanted me to fail, but I don't break, I bend, I turned every you can to watch me in the end. You wished that I would fall, I learned to love the climb. You gave me every reason and I turned them into mine. You wanted me to fail, say it once, underline. You wanted me to fail.
You call it luck, you call it fate. You try to write me off the page. You left the scars, you name them shame, but every bruise remembers a name. Keep it down, I'll keep my fire. Fill my thorns from all your wires. Say it to my face. Say it to my face. Hey! Every time you hug that break, I learned how much my heart could take. Your greatest mistake was thinking I was easy to waste. You turned your back, you locked your doors. I let a kid through concrete floors. You bet it gets me every round. Funny how you're quiet now. Keep you down, I'll keep my fire. Throw my tone from all your wires. Say it to my face. Say it to my face. Yeah. Every time you hold that break, I learned how much my heart could take. Your greatest mistake was thinking I was easy to erase. I kept receipts of every word, every can I ever heard. Could get me standing where you said I'd stay. Tell me how regret tastes. Keep it down, I'll keep my fire. Build my gold from all your wires. Say it to my face. Say it to my face. Every time you hope that break, I learned how much my heart could take. Your greatest mistake is thinking I was easy to erase. I was a strong, you caught a face. Now what you want while you erase your words away. My people need me. Hey! 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 Been way too long, I've been gone. Just gotta make it to the dawn, and you know I'll be gone. I've been through it, you know what I'm talking about. I've been through it, you've been through it, and we're here now. I've been through it, you know what I'm talking about. I've been through it, you've been through it, and we're here now. Sometimes it gets too hard, so hard that you just wanna fall apart. Sometimes it gets too hard, so hard that you just wanna fall apart. They said I'd never do it. They said I'd never do it, but then I went and proved it. Then I went and proved it. They said I'd never do it. They said I'd never do it, but then I went and proved it. Then I went and proved it. I just gotta grit my teeth. I just gotta grit my teeth. 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 I gotta grit my teeth. Gotta grit my teeth. Gotta grit my teeth. Gotta grit my teeth. I gotta grit my teeth. Gotta grit my teeth. Gotta grit my teeth. Gotta grit my teeth. I gotta grit my teeth. 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 You wrote me off
before the ink was dry. Counted me out, didn't ask me why. You took your shots, thought I'd just bleed quiet. You lit that match, I learned to walk through fire. I'm still here, still rising. You can watch it, you can choke on your doubt. Every word you threw like a stone built the steps that I'm climbing now. You wanted me to break, I didn't. You prayed I'd disappear, I won't. I'm still here, still rising, and you made me this strong. Yeah, you did, yeah, you did. You called me weak while I was holding worlds. You laughed at dreams I carried like a sword. You turned your back while I stitched my scars. You tried to bury me, I grew roots through the dark. I'm still here, still rising. You can watch it, you can choke on your doubt. Every word you threw like a stone built the steps that I'm climbing now. You wanted me to break, I didn't. You prayed I'd disappear, I won't. I'm still here, still rising, and you made me this strong. Yeah, you did, yeah, you did. Say it loud, you were wrong about me. Say it twice, feel it burn your teeth. I was never your joke, never your lost cause. I am proof that a heart beat through every you fall. I'm still here, still rising. You can watch it, you can choke on your doubt. Every word you threw like a stone